So if I could just, sing out the MOGO, basically it was, we used zing as one aspect, which is to show speed of delivery. And after that, it was the happiness of having received your food, right? So it was like zoom, pa ra 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 zoom.
Welcome, Rajeev. It's so nice to have you on my show, Jagged with Jasravee. No. Recently, Brand Music, your company, you and your team have won an award for Zomato. Could you
Yes.
tell us what was that disruption, what was the challenge, and how it will help the brand?
Yeah. So, we actually met up with the founder of Zomato, Deepinder Goyal, DG, and he immediately, he didn't take time, right? So within a week of us meeting, we had signed and we were working on creating the sonic identity for Zomato. Now, Zomato is in the food delivery business, but that's not what they really want to be talking about. They really are at a much larger level of food being equal to happiness, being equal to comfort, uh, basically satisfact fulfillment. I think that's a great word, fulfillment,
Mhm.
right? So these were some of the key attributes of the brand. Of course, then being a young brand, being one of the unicorns, being disruptive and innovative, that aspect of technology and speed of delivery, which were some of the product and service aspects, all of that was built into the Mogoscape, right? So we very cleverly we built, so if I could just sing out the MOGO, basically it was, we used zing as one aspect, which is to show speed of delivery. And after that, it was the happiness of having received your food, right? So it was like zoom, pa ra 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 zoom, right? So now this was the MOGO, and the MOGOscape, was a full track which was built around it. And while there was, of course, the usage applications of using it in all their digital content, using it in their advertising, at the end as a MOGO, etc., etc. One of the things that we actually sat with them was, we've now actually about to launch a product that we are going to call Sonic Nav, right? So this is a preview actually. So essentially, it is sonic navigation, right? And we are going to offer this to every possible app in the market. We're going to offer it to anybody who is in on the digital space in terms of UI, UX, has a customer journey on the digital space. And what we are saying is that you need to build in audio signposts, audio reassurances along the way. Now, with Zomato, we are so happy that they took it to heart, and with their tech team, actually, onboarded our suggestions. And so, what we essentially saw was, it was a very, very simple, customer insight. We all use Zomato, and especially in the times when we worked on the Sonic identity, it was pre-COVID, right? Of course, today Zomato has probably gone through the roof during COVID, right? Uh, but pre-COVID, I think the dominant sort of factor was that we'd be sitting in a boardroom, or we'd be sitting in a meeting, and then the meeting is going over time, which happens a lot in India, and we say, hey, what about lunch, yeah? And then somebody says, yeah, one sec, I'll just order something. Veg, non-veg. And then he goes onto the Zomato app. Now you're in the middle of an intense discussion, right? Now, the person who has ordered it has got to spend the next 15 minutes or half an hour is 20-25 minutes is the average time of delivery. Keeping on being distracted, looking at the app, wondering, where is my rider? Has he reached the restaurant? Is he coming? How close is he? Right?
Yeah.
So we said, look, let's remove that out of the equation. If you keep your audio notification on and you just have your little earphone, right? Keep your volume on low. You don't have to look at the app. Because the minute the rider reaches the restaurant, you will hear zing. So I hear the first zing, I know my rider has reached. I hear the second zing, I know the rider has left. Right? Then I will hear zing, pa ra 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 zing. That's the full MOGO. I know my rider has arrived. And I mean, I can't imagine the number of orders that are happening every day, and therefore the number of OTLs or opportunity to listen for a brand. Yeah. Yeah. No longer OTC, OTS only, but OTLs, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, this is the Sonic navigation system, and we believe every app should have it, because whether it is Amazon, whether it is Flipkart, whether it's an e-commerce site, right? Whether it's a UI experience, whatever, there could be audio signposts, Sonic navigation systems along the way, which provide reassurance and utility, and at the same time, the feeling of your brand. You know, at that moment of happiness, when the brand actually steps in with then you're starting. That's the thing with music. You're starting to build longer term associative memories, right? So we all know that we hear a piece of music that we've heard, and it takes us back to that particular moment in our childhood, or reminds us of something. So this is what brands should strive to do with a MOGO, with a MOGOscape, with the field of their sound. They should start associating with pleasant memories, pleasant associations, pleasant creations, right? And over time, we believe there is a Pavlovian effect. When you hear the MOGO, you should actually, if you're thinking of Britannia, your mouth should water.
Yeah.
So
now the other thing that's coming deeply to me, you were very animatedly and so nicely showing that the personality changes with the sound. The song was coming to my mind, Naam Gum Jayega, Chehra Ye Badal Jayega, Meri Awaaz Hi Hai, Pehchan Lo, Gar Yaad Rahe.
Wow. Correct.
So,
hi, everybody. Please share, like, subscribe to the Jagged with Jasravee conversations. As you can see, she's a fantastic conversationalist. It's not been like she's not been, a formal moderator. I think she's just made me feel so comfortable and literally speak from the heart.